All right, I'm going to take a moment now to go over the wool trousers as well as the wool shirts that went with the Army uniforms that I explained about earlier. So, the pants were constructed, excuse me for crawling once again, made of wool. They had a belt with them. They were marked with the size and the waist. Also, on one of the pockets, they would have had a tag that was sewn in with the company that manufactured the trousers as well as the date that they were made. The pants would have had a belt made of cotton with a simple buckle with like a saw edge to it so that obviously it's adjustable to your waist. And you could fit it to where you need it to be. As the war progressed, the shades of the wool uniforms obviously changed. So, in this particular example, the trousers here were manufactured in 1940. Trousers here were manufactured in 1943. And the trousers over here to the right were manufactured in 1945. I'll be going into just a moment why that's important. As I illustrated earlier, with this coat here, there was a wool flannel shirt that was worn underneath it. Based on the lessons from the United States Army in World War II, World War I, sorry, I'm thinking World War II because obviously it's all World War II stuff. The flannel shirt was made of wool, but what it had was based on the experience at the time, World War I, was gas attacks. So what they did is they added a piece of fabric where you button up the shirt. And they also added a piece of fabric in the sleeve right here. And the idea was that when you buttoned it together, and you buttoned this before you buttoned up your shirt, was to prevent any damage from potential gas attack. Once again, had on the collar a tag indicating the size, and then down on the hem of the shirt was the manufacturer and the date it was made. By 1941, it was realized the probability of gas attacks probably wouldn't happen. So those two features of the shirt, the gas flap, as also in the cuffs, were dropped. And the Army standardized on this shirt right here. Design is the same weight of wool fabric. The pockets are the same in terms of design. The difference being is that the flap's not present in the sleeve, excuse me, as well as when you button it up. Just like that shirt, this one's missing it, unfortunately. It would have had a tag here, but I can show you on this one. You can see the tag for the manufacturer, the date it was made on the lower front part of the shirt. One of the things to note is that as the war progressed, you could see the colors of the wool changed. So once again, these are original World War II blankets I have here. There's 4 of them. And if you take a moment, look at the color of the blanket, go to the first pair of trousers made in 1940, you'll notice how similar the shade is. Go to the next set that was made in 1943, see how similar the shade is, but also compare it to the shirts. When you go to your right, pair of pants made in 1945, you can see they're much darker and the color is the same as the Eisenhower jacket. With the wool flannel shirts, everything I'm doing today is enlisted personnel. I'm not going to be covering officers. You would have had sewn on your shirt your rank. Now once again, I mentioned there were 3 styles. One was wool, one was blue wool embroidered, and then one that was basically cotton embroidered. So in this particular example, their shirt belonged to someone who served with the 5th Armored Division, was a technician, 5th grade. Now, once again, there's a tag for the shirt. Can't make it out, but that would have been the manufacturer and the date of manufacture. So, as an aside, it probably goes without saying I have quite a bit of this stuff. And I have some of these shirts that I do wear in the fall. And I can guarantee you that I do not have any wool shirts where the quality of the manufacturing as well as the weight of the wool matches anything I have purchased in the last 30 years. Not anything even compared to the American manufacturer known as Pendleton in Washington State. These things are just incredible in terms of the construction and the weight of the wool. And you figure there's a war on, excuse me. So I'm going fast. Needless to say, yay, USA. I like my stuff. So now we're going to go on to some other items.